just for records, where we standing here where the band One Direction from X Factor stood, did an interview for Sony and Vivo. You know anything about them?
Yeah. Make that clear. We had no idea who they were when they showed up. I didn't even come out of my room to meet them.
These boys, 5 of them, individually went to compete for X Factor in UK. They all flopped individually. Then, a little bit. Then.
Are you directing?
Absolutely.
Oh, he's directing
That's
now.
my next spot.
Well, I thought you were just producing so far.
Well, these guys blew the Europe away. They set it on fire. And when they came to US, tell you what, they blew away Beatles' debut to America. In 1 week, for a single song CD, they sold 176,000 CDs. And in today's internet, you could download anything for free. Believe me, these guys know, and also they know how to sing, that's for sure. But all them aside, they did an interview here, which is fine. They are a star in their own right. However, one of the best experiences I had here, which my wife will attest to, is, and it always will be, and it always will be, was how I became a star.
Oh, here we go.
Well,
let me step back.
No,
I don't want to mess up your glory. Let me go.
We have a production for a a music video for a female workout. It's called Tone It Up Girls. What I'm about to disclose are not to be done by any unprofessionals. Make sure you wear safety and gloves and be ready for anything. 6 a.m. call time. First on the set turned out to be the director. Nice guy, tall, muscular. He was looking at me from the orbit because I was looking at him like this. Big, tall, muscular guy. It looked like he had a gym in his back pocket.
Yeah,
the way I saw.
Too, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't see anybody.
Well, he comes out, I introduce myself, ask who he is, and he says he's the director. I'm like, wow, you're the first one ever that been here, this before everybody else. Then, I don't know what possessed me to say what I said, but I asked him, may I ask you a personal question? He says, go ahead. I said, I've been following your work. Never seen the guy's work before. But just for the conversation, I said, I've been following your work.
Lying.
I've been following your work, and he says, oh, great, thank you. I said, you do a great job. You're almost as good or better than Spielberg. Now, I'm taking him up to Mount Everest. Now, mind you, this is 6 in the morning. The guy haven't even had his coffee yet. Crafty wasn't even here yet. So, I keep telling him, boosting him up that you are great, great work, great this, great that, and then, when we are on top, and I was looking down the Mount Everest cliff, it's time to kick him off the cliff. So I asked him, I said, with all of your talent, and experience, would you please tell me, why would you do a production today here that you know will not even reach the editing table? It took him, I think it took him by surprise. He wasn't expecting anybody to say something like that. I said, what are you talking about? I said, well, you know this production is not good. It's not going to be any good at all. It's going to be like my dog's poop in the pool. And at that time, the owner has a dog named Ginger. It was like on cue. The dog was standing right by the gate, looking at me and him. And he said, why would you say such a thing? I said, because I care about your work. He said, there you go again. Why would you say this? I said, well, have you seen your call sheet? He says, yeah. I said, do you see my name on it? He just looked at me like I had 2 heads, turns around, and walks away. Not a word.
You offended?
Well, he had no sense of humor. At around 10 o'clock, I get a call on the walkie that the director wants to see me at the diner. Well, I said to myself, oh, you did it this time, Wilson. So I go into the diner, I sit in the back booth, and right off the bat I say to him, hey, listen, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to offend you, I was just kidding around. He said, oh, no worries, have a seat. As I'm sitting down, he's pushing a folder in front of me. He says, study pages 30, 31, your lines, you Larry, I will shoot you at 6. One shot, one take, cut and print, The Star is Born. Ever since its release, in fact, I think it was released in July, we had about 21,000 hits. I was the star of the show. And believe me, they had to raise few ceilings and doorways in this
Turn It
location.
Up Girls Workout Ice Cream Sundae episode. My bowls, my pans,
And your husband.
and my husband. And I was in the room, la la la.
Very cool. Okay, we're going to move on to some place.